December 15th, 2024. Francis is still trying to play for the Wizards, and I'm a person that posted that I'm trying to play in the Boston Celtics game today. Nobody has inboxed me, social media. I rather inbox messages or get text messages versus talking over the phone. So I've been using social media to contact the Wizards. So we got a meeting about implementing my Raw Challenge to make billions of people billionaires, trillionaires simultaneously, and through procreation, guaranteed worth all the money around the world for all family trees for centuries to come, creating more history through a Raw Challenge. I'm trying to have my lens moved from a distance to prove the case of injustice, so it can raise awareness of powerful fundraising to help to end poverty forever. So I'm reading Vincentgeorge statement, someone that has been going through the same thing as me, and is due to the U.S. government implanting a biochip. It's called gang-stalking, electronic harassment, mind control technology, and I'm hoping someone from the public signs a witness of a crime agreement, so I'll be able to use NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball athletes to be able to raise awareness of Powerball fundraising, as well as other talents around the world in music, inauguration. Something that will help billions of people to have a raised awareness of the account holder to help billions of people to expose and loose change as business opportunities of everybody on earth that works. So billions of people have billions of people to work with to extract income from billions of people that supports the Dollar Challenge through a $1 million check anticipated to expose the other half of donations, which is 50% goes to the one location every time there's a transaction between photos and videos, and the other half is exchanged through capture more viral challenge strategies to help billions of people to come out with a percentage of donations every time there's a donation given. A large amount of donations is given back through split percentage. Giving someone donations helps billions of people to unlimitedly compensate. Therefore, all family trees unlimitedly being able to compensate each donation while taking a percentage of donations creates a way for unlimited income for each family tree. Thus, again, $431 trillion according to Forbes magazine, 2020 Forbes magazine. That's is something that is around the world. Again, all the money around the world being able to be the worth of all families. So it's something that it'll be in the history books, and is within the video that I explained briefly again about World History Through Raw Challenge. Again, I'm waiting patiently for messages on Facebook and Instagram to those organizations, and whoever else is within the public, anybody within the public can sign up in this crime agreement due to U.S. government understanding the technology exists. It's been on the news, and there's a customer service line. Customer service line is 818-478-9283. Is the customer service for gang-stalking electronic harassment is in Ledgewood, New Jersey, United States, 07852. I'm going to read Vincentgeorge statement, and this is an article stating that court case official recognition of James Walberg case from Missouri Rep. Jim Guest. I read this in the other video. Court recognized electronic harassment And it states that the White House knows about gang-stalking and electronic harassment. It says the White House and Congress denounced the CIA and banned further mind control experts, yet many published reports claim the testing never stopped, and now the technology has been perfected. Evidence of that is detailed in a 1992 federal lawsuit filed by the NSA whistleblower who contends that land-based and space-based technologies can now isolate a person's individual neural frequencies and can remotely connect to the brain. This link, according to the suit, enables synthetic telepathy, manipulates the central nervous system, and affects the auditory and visual cortexes. The case never went to trial, but the lawsuit is heralded by many victims as a succinct document explaining what is happening to them. According to Lynn Reed, FFCHS legal director, Robinson explained some experts refer to the combination of psychological torment and technological terror as psychotronic torture. Robinson added, there are some common denominators among targeted individuals of organized stalking. Robinson added, documented denominators among targeted individuals of organized stalking and electronic harassment. There are often minorities, including disabled persons, blacks, and Jews. Sometimes they are whistleblowers. Often they are embroiled in bad business deals or personal relationship issues, including breakups, divorce, and child custody battles. In the end, victims become ill, depressed, frustrated, jobless, and penniless. Robert said, I know the effects all too well. He added, the targeting will continue until the American people and our leaders start looking for evidence, start examining facts, and start asking questions just like the White House and Senate did in the late 1970s. Barber concluded, the war against our own people remains widespread and pervasive. Nothing has changed except the technology is more advanced and more frightening 40 years later. So I met Ms. Biden in 2013. I did a painting for her, and I want to meet her about war and poverty. And this is the article proves that the White House knows about gang-stalking, electronic harassment technology, something that moves the limbs from a distance. And through Vincentgeorge's statement, it proves that that it's possible for everything that I've been speaking about, playing in the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, as the athletes moving my limbs from a distance, showcasing their skill, will create or raise awareness of any poverty through raising money for justice. So this is Vincent George's statement. I'm going to read the whole article. Dear sir, my name is Vincent George, an engineering graduate from Bangalore, age 45 years. I am married and have a 14-year-old son. I have something to share with you, which is I am experiencing. I was in the United States during 1997-98. During this time, some group of people used to follow me wherever I go. In fact, the same group of people used to stay in the same hotel which I used to stay. My work involved too much of traveling depending about the project. I was working as a consultant for a software firm called Shanahan Enterprise Inc., which is an Indian firm located at Dallas, Texas. They have a company in Bangalore. The name is Novell Team, and the owner's name is Mali Sabia, who is now operating from Bangalore. During this time, at one instant, when I was in the hotel, I had slept for nearly 24 hours during this time, I don't know what happened. From the next day onwards, I started listening to voices in my ears. Some group of people conversing with me. They could sense my thoughts and converse with me. It was really it was really surprising to me. In fact, I told so I I told so many of my friends about this, but no one believed me. But I was mentally and physically all right. I was scared and returned back to India for a 15-day vacation. While I was traveling in the flight, the same group followed me up till Bangalore, and after I reached Bangalore, I went to my house, and I don't know where they went. I was in fact scared to ask them why they were following, but sensing my thoughts and conversing with me was still there. Hear it out. I know how to read though, man, better than you. Just saying. During my stay in Bangalore, there was a continuous phone call to my residence as to come to Virginia MCI Metro as there is some urgent work. I was not prepared to go back, but then the middle agent was forcing me to come urgently. After I went there, the same group of people was there in that new project. I was not dare enough to ask them who they were. Later, I realized that they have implanted a biochip into my body. Same thing that happened to Francis, speaking about gang-stalking electronic harassment technology. Implanted a biochip into my body and sensing my thoughts and conversing with me. It's called What's the Skull. I was not given any work at the work spot, but they were conversing with me remotely, and also they started controlling every part of my organ, both voluntary and involuntary organs. Same thing that's been going on with Francis. I became too scared and I wanted to return back to Bangalore. Within 1 month, I returned back to India, even while coming the same group followed me in the flight. I came to India on July 17, July 1998, after which I did not go to any country. But till today, the same conversing and torturing my body. I've been tortured before. My body did not stop. I was been suffering from 13 years. My the gang-stalking electronic harassment going on for 10 years, going on 11 years. As soon as 25 years. 13 years from this problem, they are controlling every part of my body right from head to toe. Same thing with Francis Wiafe, giving me severe pains, and they were threatening me of dire consequences if I tell this to anybody. Something similar I've been experiencing for 10 years. I am basically, off and on for 10 years, I am basically a courageous guy. Just because of that, I am still surviving. If anybody were to be in my place, they would have either became mentally retarded or committed suicide. They are not letting to do my normal work and interfering in all my activities and torturing. Not recently, but it's been 10 years since I worked due to the gang-stalking electronic harassment technology being in my body. They can torture any part of my body by giving severe pains in any part of my body. They can blind eyes and make the ear deaf, severe pain in the head. They can pierce, poke, and give pain in any part of my body, including sexual organs. They can control sleep and read dreams. They can brainwash and lose memory. They can control metabolic activities in a body. They can paralyze hands and limbs. They say they can even see what I see through my eyes. I myself can't believe it, but I am experiencing this torture since 13 long years. They threaten me. They say they have invested a lot of money in this research, and they expect me not to tell this outside to anybody, all which I mentioned is a fact which is happening to me. They have spoiled my whole life by torturing me and used me as a tool for their research and tests. I'm very sure torturing me and use me as a tool for the research and tests. I'm very sure this group is in Bangalore and operating from here remotely. They talk to me in my ears clearly from a remote source. They threaten me that they will kidnap me and my family members if I don't heed to their requests. They say they have talked to me in my ears clearly from a remote source. They threaten me that they will kidnap me and my family members if I don't heed to their requests. They say they have very big network all over India and world so that they can perform an illegal activity. They also tap my telephone, both my mobile and landline. I've had issues with my cell phones. They are able to interrupt and disconnect the calls. In one instant, they interrupted and disconnected my outgoing and incoming calls 12 times continuously after speaking in my ears. They say their network is so strong in India that they can do anything here. They can do anything here in India. They say they can tap any telephone network the with the do, or they say they can network with the device they have. All that they need is the telephone number of the person. Of the person. They say they can interrupt my electronic network remotely, which is connected to via satellite. They say they have placed a biochip in my body, and they are able via satellite. All that they need is a telephone number of the person. They say they can interrupt my electronic network remotely, which is connected via satellite. They say they have placed a biochip in my body. They are able to read my mind remotely and control my whole body remotely. So that's what I'm experiencing. They say they have placed a biochip. I have the gang-stalking electronic harassment implant in my body, and they are able to read my mind remotely. I've been having my mind read and have my body control my body remotely. I have lots of supporting documents which I have downloaded from the net where such things are existing in the U.S., which I can produce when required, where such illegal activities are still happening in the U.S. They target the Asian community for their research purposes. This is a serious matter which has to be investigated. Otherwise, there will be a lot of such cases will happen in India by the Americans. They take Indians for granted. They granted the group of people who converse from a remote source are Americans, and two of them are Indians, one lady and one guy. They say this to be and Ken Wise from Princeton Information are the persons who act as an agent to supply candidates to them in the pretext of giving employment to them in the United States. also, I was given to understand the Melusira, who is the owner of Novel Team located on BTM Layout, Bangalore, has provided the infrastructure and all the requirements in Bangalore. Dear sir, this has to be really taken seriously. I left a notice there will be a lot of such cases and illegal activities will keep happening all over the world by the evil perps. Please do not take it lightly. I am really glad someone has fought against these evils and won the case. It really encourages us in our fight against evil. Hope you help us also to fight against these evil perps and show us the way how to fight against and win against these evil perps. I will be grateful if you can provide me your valuable time to avoid such crime in the future and help us out in winning over them. Thanks, regard, Vincentgeorge, MOB, 9844 East Street, Coles Road, Cleveland Town. So again, that's proof that my limbs are being moved from a distance, and I'm trying to use NBA talents to be able to implement my viral challenge where everybody, again, family tree can be worth all the money around the world guaranteed. Me and Kevin Durant, and taking a picture with my paintings. I have other people that's holding my paintings. I've done paintings I've done for people, and again, people are still controlling my tongue and have me speaking in a different cadence within the croak voice. But these are pictures that show that I'm a sane person, an artist that graduated from college, VSU, and I'm an artist, athlete, coach basketball, played basketball for 3 different colleges: Nova Community College, UDC, University of District of Columbia, and Virginia State University. This is Catherine Horton's statement, Dr. Catherine Horton's statement, stating how it's possible for lesbian to be moved from a distance, to be controlled by other people.
Your personal brain print and will shine it on your head, essentially force the current inside your head to flow a certain way. He can, or she can, in principle, control your limbs in a way that is very unique to you, or control your thoughts or your emotions. And it sounds sci-fi, but then again, so many other things sounded sci-fi before. The car sounded sci-fi in the days when we only had horse carriages. The computer sounded sci-fi in the days when we only had typewriters, And mobile phones sounded just so sci-fi just a couple of years before, when mobile phones were either this big or, we only had wired telephones, and, people would have thought, what, you're telling me that one day there will be a satellite system, an entire freaking satellite system there just for you, just so that you can send each other, WhatsApp messages over a little bit.
This is me having my limbs being moved from a distance, someone dribbling for me. Something that I want to demonstrate in the NBA, then demonstrate in the NFL, throwing the football, playing soccer, DC United, playing for the Washington Nationals, pitching, and the Capitals, playing hockey, skating, and things of that nature, et cetera, et cetera. Somebody's using Capture Mom Brown Challenge, where people that's going to help them to get there. And we're out here right now using this body, and we'll use that one. You know who I am, they can find us. They may not meet me, I don't understand if you are, but understand that you can catch them. But look, drop them. Drop them. The confirmation that it's true that nanomicrochip implants, technology, through gang-stalking, electronic harassment, the body can be moved from a distance. Yes, can you talk about body control within electronic harassment?
We don't have a helpline. We sell a product that blocks the frequencies they're using against you.
It's a situation where I'm trying to get some information where people can understand that it's possible for other human beings to control other human beings' body from a distance, like a robot.
If you research the electronic harassment, that's what they can do with the technology. And I mean, we sell our Defender products to thousands and thousands of people around the world. So, I mean, it is happening. There's a lot to learn, though. There's a lot of research that you can do about it.
Do you know what areas is frequently having their bodies controlled?
I think it's usually different for everybody. It's hard to say. Every individual is different. And so, I don't really have specific information on that.
Oh, okay. But you researching the capabilities of being implanted and having your body controlled is possible for humans to do that within gang-stalking.
Correct.
Okay. Can you give me information on Q-Wave?
So what our products, what we're usually doing is using satellites to communicate with your body, or with like you said, an implant. What our product does is it emits a high scalar frequency that scrambles the frequencies they're using to cause.
That 365 customers get how much? What?
They can do that, and they can control people's minds as well. They can do that, and they can control people's minds as well. They can insert thoughts into people's minds, feelings, words,